Hello. It's back. It's back. The Castlevania Legacy of Darkness is back by unpopular demand. I don't know. Either way, last time we did the Cornell playthrough and finished that up. This time we're gonna do the Reinhardt playthrough because I know I can beat that. Anyway, cutscene time, I guess. Though I guess there's no dialogue. Still having the issue where if I click on anything on OBS, the fucking game pauses or whatever, so it's like annoying to actually turn off my mic or whatever. But like, whatever. I don't know. I am gonna mute myself for this though. Assuming that there's narration? Is there no narration? I guess there's no narration. I didn't know when I wanted to do this. I knew I wanted to do this and continue this game, but I didn't know because, 10 episodes is a lot from the Cornell playthrough. And in my test playthrough, I did time it to see how many episodes it would be. And this is apparently going to be 9 episodes, roughly. It's going to end on episode 18 or 19, depending on how fast I do an annoying section. But whatever, I figured Toy Story and Koromon kind of happening a little bit in between is enough of a gap for it to not be too annoying. So I think I'm going to do the Reinhardt playthrough and then probably another Let's Play and then back to the Carrie playthrough, if that makes sense. Like, do a Let's Play in between each thing. And I consider Toy Story to be the in-between Let's Play for fucking Cornell's playthrough and Reinhardt's playthrough. The Reinhardt playthrough, it starts the same, but it does change like halfway through, and then goes to the same end point, if that makes sense. The first few levels are the same, and then there's like the middle is very different, and then the ending is the same. Also, I just beat the Reinhardt playthrough for the first time like a week ago, maybe a little less, like 5 days ago. So I know I can beat that. I don't know if I can beat the carry one, so that entirely depends on, you know, if I can do that on my own time. I hope this isn't too loud, because this feels unbelievably loud to me. Okay, I don't leave yet, right? I go over here, and then an enemy spawns. Unlike Cornell, who has air? I don't know what Cornell's thing is. Energy pulse thing. Fucking Reinhardt has a whip, which I think does more damage, but obviously has much less reach. But it's mostly like, it plays the same overall and controls the same, obviously. There's not that many differences. Reinhardt doesn't have... Oh, gotta do it. I gotta do it. Yeah. Yeah. Every time. It's funny to me. Every fucking time. He does have a sword attack, which is not that much different than Cornell's regular attack or whatever, but it's different enough, I suppose. It's mostly the locations that are going to be different and the story. So I want to change the mask, right? I guess to talk about the elephant in the room really quick. This game does have a time limit as Reinhardt, in the sense that there's a bad ending and a good ending. In my practice, I don't know anything about that in terms of what the endings are. But I think I got the good ending last time. Somebody, I don't know. I don't want to spoil the story. I was going to say what happened at the end and ask if you guys know if it's the good ending or the bad ending. But then I'm like, that's a spoiler, and somebody might actually give a shit about this story. But it's based on how much in-game time you take or how many days pass on the in-game clock before you beat the game. I am just gonna go for what we get. Like, I'm just gonna get what we get. Like, whatever we happen to get, that's what we're gonna do. I actually kind of want to, yeah, get this item. Or break this thing at least. Hopefully, because I did a practice playthrough so much sooner than I did Cornell's, like, the gap between the practice playthrough for Cornell and the actual playthrough was like a month, I think, or two. This is genuinely days. Like, this was a few days ago that I finished the game. God, jumping can be weird sometimes. I don't think I gave this game enough credit in terms of, like, this game controls, like, genuinely... I say that after I keep falling. This game controls genuinely pretty fucking well for an N64 game. Like, it genuinely is kind of smooth, 3D movement or whatever. Like, even like the later N64 games were a bit clunky movement-wise, you know? But like, I feel like this isn't that clunky. The jumping kinda sucks sometimes, but it's not like that bad, all things considered or whatever. Okay, I don't think there's fall damage. I am trying to go a little fast because I do want the good ending. I'm just not gonna like worry myself too much about the good ending, you know? Oh god. Okay, and then we're gonna save real quick. It's weird that this save thing is on like a table when they're usually just on the floor. I also like the skeleton that absolutely added up. I guess it's a slight jump scare. Oops. Oof. Okay, I think the controls have aged well. The camera kind of hasn't. At least when you're in tight quarters, it hasn't. Like, when you're in an open space, the camera's mostly fine. But, you know. As for video length, I don't know why I usually like have a list of things I talk about when I start a new Let's Play, and it's weird because this isn't starting a new Let's Play. This is a continuation of an old one. I don't have any fucking things. Electric Whip, that does a lot of damage and has decent reach, so that's nice to have. I feel like I couldn't tell sometimes when I was powered up as Cornell, but it's really obvious as Reinhardt, because your whip is electrified in gold and yellow and all that shit. But yeah, as for video length, the Cornell episodes were shorter on purpose because I needed to make more of them in order to make the Halloween month work. So I don't have a limit here, so I'm just gonna go until I feel like we reach a genuine conclusion, as opposed to Cornell where it's like, we've got about a half hour, I need to end here. I don't know, I keep trying to do longer videos, but those are harder to do, especially with my schedule, because I am just one guy, you know? Okay, I gotta find the box. There's a box you're supposed to climb on, but I can't. There it is. I'm like, I can't see it, and it's like, if you looked for 2 more seconds, Jira. If you just look for 2 more fucking seconds. Okay. Turning around, I feel like 3D games did not get turning around to work that well for a while. Where like, a lot of early 3D games had the same issue of like, turning around stinks. Like, the biggest, like you don't just appear turned around. You do like a full U-turn type thing. And like that is annoying as hell in older games and is one of the things that makes it hard to go back. I feel like games do that nowadays because they're obsessed with having good animation, but you know, like it's not like it's usually designed around it so that turning around won't knock you off a cliff, or at least it shouldn't, or whatever. Okay. It's kind of weird that didn't Cornell's playthrough like start playthrough thing have commentary have fucking what's the word? Narration. It's kind of weird that this one doesn't. I save stated if you can't tell. Alright, time to fight the boss that isn't a surprise because we fought him as Cornell. I also want to try to use items more often. I feel like I never used items in the Cornell playthrough or whatever because I was too scared of running out because they're finite. But then like in the final boss I had so many fucking healing items that I didn't know what to do with. Okay, so that took like 2 seconds. I also think I got my ass kicked by this as Cornell a few times in the Cornell run, but I don't remember these things. The Cornell run was a whole month ago from my point of view, like 4 months ago from yours, I think. Because again, this is also being recorded in late November. I really want to catch up. I usually have been I've like decided that what I'm gonna try to do is, when possible, 2 months ahead. So like, I'm in late November, early December, from, in my opinion, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm technically in late November, but this is close enough to early December that I try to make it so that like in November or like fuck. when I'm in December, I'm trying to make sure I have videos for January and February out. And when I'm in January, I'm going to make sure I have like February and March taken care of. At least for the most part. I don't know. Once again, I mentioned this last time, but I think it's kind of not self-explanatory that you have to break that. Time for another boss already. I wonder if anybody grew up thinking this game was going to be a boss rush. Because, like, you fight like 2 or 3 bosses in a row at the very start. I think the actual reason was that the original game started here. I think, like, Castlevania 64 started here. And then Legacy of Darkness added the ship section as a better intro or whatever. I don't really care about the fucking normal ass skeletons. Okay. Wow, this boss is kind of nothing. I forgot how kind of nothing this boss is. Also, in my practice playthrough, I was like 18 minutes in here, so I God. So it's like I'm making for good time, I think. It is because I think I died to this boss once, and I died to the serpent boss once or twice. But that's just because, like, I was getting used to this shit again, because, you know, I've been playing Toy Story 2 and Koromon more so. Goodbye. Okay. Is there any items over here? I do kind of not want to waste too much time, because, like I said, there's a good ending and a bad ending, and I want to try to get the good ending. Again, I don't really care. If I remember to, I probably won't remember to, but I'll try to edit in the other ending that we don't get. So if we get the good ending, I'll edit in the bad ending or whatever, and if we get the bad ending, I'll edit in the good one. Again, that's if I remember, because that's something that, like, Jira from a few weeks or months or whatever from now is gonna have to, probably weeks. This isn't that long of a game. It's like 7 episodes, 8 episodes. But yeah, I need your guys' opinion on the fucking time thing where, like, is a Let's Play in between each one good enough of a gap? Or do you guys need more Let's Plays in between? Because I'm up for doing, like, because I am up for, like, fucking doing Cornell last year for Halloween, doing Reinhardt early in the year this year, doing Carrie, around Halloween of 2026. And then, doing, Henry at some point within the next, like, at some point in, like, I just don't want this Let's Play to last a year, you know? Because, my main fear, as I think I talked about this in some video, or whatever, but my main fear is that, like, someone doesn't like this game or doesn't care about it, and they're stuck with it watching this for a year, or whatever. Because I hate when that shit happens. Okay. I do think now that, getting multiples of the sub-weapon makes it stronger. So I do want to, and it caps out at 3. See, I remember some shit from last time. I do like the cross. I think it's worth it, getting rid of the 2 axe for the 1 cross. Because the cross hits multiple times, and I like it on bosses. Because bosses usually jump around. Nope, I almost picked that up by accident. That would have been 3 axes though, which is genuinely really great. But, whatever. Can't have everything. Okay. In terms of what I wanted to talk about, I guess. I got Sonic Superstars, which I mentioned in, like, a Koromon, I think. That happened, like, last week for you guys. Oh my god. Camera angle. Camera angle. I'm on a time limit. I have to hit this switch before the fucking other platform disappears, you fucking jerk. I think that's already... No, okay. Nope. I didn't even know that guy was down there. Bye. God, okay, I go over here, and I turn on the switch. But yeah, I got Sonic Superstars. So far it's good. Like, again, I'm very lenient when it comes to video games, where, like, I like games a lot of people think are unplayable dog shit. But I think it's fine so far. I think it's because I know things going in. I've seen people defend the Superstars a lot, because Superstars does get a lot of hate. I've heard people defend it because almost every common issue reviewers have, or whatever with it, is because they're not using the Chaos Emerald powers. or whatever. Like, this level sucks, dude. Did you use the fire burst chaos emerald power in order to like burst across the sky and get past this section easier? No. Well, that's probably why you have a tough time with it. This boss takes forever, dude. Did you use like the screen nuke to take out the... Okay, that was scary. Did you use the screen nuke to take out like the screen of enemies? No. Well, that's probably why. Or whatever. So far, that seems to genuinely be the case. Where, like, I'm not really having any issues because I know going in I'm supposed to use my Chaos Emerald powers. I'm not supposed to save them. They restock every time you hit a checkpoint, which happens, like, so fucking commonly. I'm actually going to pause and then save state here or whatever. Because, I don't know, I'm worried that something bad's going to happen. I think there's a boss, right? Not a boss, but I thought there was some enemies, like, more of a, like, a big guy enemy down here. Anyway, that gateway is open, so we're gonna go over here. What's funny is, we're like, oh, fuck. What's funny is we're, oh, fuck. What's funny is, we're like 16 minutes in, and the Cornell first episode ended around here, and we were like 28 minutes in there. So we're making for good fucking time. I shouldn't be walking around trying to break these to find hearts and shit, because I don't know. I need to save time. It's weird not ending here, or whatever, because that's where I'm used to ending, because, you know, that's where the fucking Cornell video ended. Let's save state. Not save state, but actually save. I'm at the point where I'm calling regular fucking saving save stating. God. I don't think there's anything down here in the Cornell stuff. Cornell playthrough, these could have things in it. No, it has stuff in it. No, I want that cross. Oh my god. It's worth getting hit in the fucking face, I guess. Get wrecked, motherfucker. That's a reference nobody's gonna get. Nah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Some people who play Yu-Gi-Oh! Watch my channel. But, though, I guess it's not a play Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing. It's watch a specific Yu-Gi tuber that references another specific Yu-Gi tuber. Oh, god. Okay, is there cool stuff in here? I don't think Sun and Moon cards matter in the slightest. Yeah, it crosses out. It tops out at 3, or whatever. The issue is remembering where to go from here, because that's a save. Where we came from... I'm trying to remember which... Did we come from here? Yes. So we came from here, so we need to go this way. Anyways, like, yeah, like I was saying, I know the problem. I know going into Sonic Superstars how to circumvent a lot of the issues people have, so I'm not having as many issues as other people, I feel, and that's making me enjoy the game more. Never underestimate a level 3 whip, or whatever. I thought I thought stairs were supposed to appear, and they do. They appear over here. But yeah, like, I'm having God, camera angles. I'm having enough fun so far. It's not, like, mind-blowing. Like, I prefer Mania, probably, but I'm having a lot of fun. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just too lenient, or whatever. I know I get made fun of a lot for, like, tolerating slop, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know, I have fun with stuff. I believe this is the last switch of the area. Yes, I think. I think that's the end of the section. Which is weird because, like, I can't make it there. Let's take care of this shark kraken man. They probably have a name that's not Shark Kraken Man. Okay. I gotta say, one thing that's fucking me up here is that I'm playing the Tomb Raider games, like the old Tomb Raider games. And, like, this is almost the same, I'd say it's the same genre. They're adventure games with, like, platforming and combat or whatever. I'm having issues where I'm not getting that knife. I'm making sure that I don't fuck this up this time because, you know, I fucked it up before. So much in the last playthrough. Hello? I thought something was supposed to happen when I... Yeah. Okay. I'm like, hello? Well, that's not fair. I forgot how to lock on, but it doesn't super matter here because I can't accidentally... Like, I can try different things. I can't accidentally, you know, hit, I can't accidentally turn into a werewolf. God. Okay. Oh, I don't have any, crosses left. It is kind of funny that they make you fight this, like, they make you fight like 3 or 4 bosses really close together, and I feel like this game doesn't have that many other bosses. Okay. I don't know if the electricity from the skeleton actually, I don't know if the electricity from the skeleton actually hurt me or if it's just touching the skeleton. This guy just takes a lot of fucking hits. I guess a skeleton being defensive makes some sense. There we go. And yeah, all the skeletons that are out die when he dies. Yeah, bitch. Did you not? Okay. They did drop something. Please let me get that meat. Don't leave! No! There's meat! No, don't go in. I need the meat. Give me the fucking meat. God damn it. This would be a triumphant kind of cool way to end things, but I'm not giving you guys a 22-minute video. I did that enough with Toy Story. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. And I couldn't mute myself because this game... No, this emulator is... wonky or whatever. This emulator is wonky quartet. Okay, so let's save. And then I think first is this way, right? One of these you can't go up yet, and one of these you can. So, I think. Oh boy, this shit. I don't know why, but I suck at this section specifically. Like, I keep dying on this part. Like, I kept dying on this part on my practice playthrough. Where I think it's because I kept rushing it, or whatever, and you're not supposed to rush it. Money. Money's the same thing as Cornell. There's a store at some point. If you spend more than $30,000 at said store, you get a extra boss or whatever that I don't think changes the ending, but it's still like an annoying boss. But whatever. So because of this, that reads to me as never spend a single dollar, never buy anything, under any circumstances, never buy anything. And then that ruins my playthrough because I'm stingy on healing items. This game's stingy on healing items. Outside of that, I feel. The Reinhardt playthrough less so though. I feel like Reinhardt has more like sections where a random enemy just drops meat a lot or whatever, and it like extra ways where you can easily get meat in a semi-repeatable manner or whatever. Am I gonna climb up this on my first attempt? Now that I've complained about me sucking at this section because I'm an impatient asshole, and then I show that I can be a patient asshole, and I don't know. Can I? Yeah. There's some extra chicken or whatever. I believe we have the Hydra, which is a little bit harder as Reinhardt, I feel. At least a little bit, because your thing has less reach. But it has still enough reach if it's fully powered up to be fine, I think. Okay. oof, okay, yeah, I'm like, the flamethrower part sucks. I gotta remember that that's gonna happen. I also can't be baited because my mind keeps going to, fuck. You don't grab these things until the head that is over them is dead. Okay. Now he's gonna do the flamethrower thing. If I can kill this guy fast enough, yeah, I can pick this shit up. Why does he make that noise when he picks something up? Now we got some decent items, right? We got 4 of these, 7 of these, 5 of these. We're doing pretty good. At least in terms of, like, items, I guess. Speaking of, I think there's meat up here. I think there's meat in here. Yeah. Roast chicken. That's nice. Always, I almost said always a Belmont to trust wall chicken, but then I realized he's not a Reinhardt. He's Reinhardt Schneider. He's not a Belmont. He's a Reinhardt. His name is Reinhardt Schneider. What's funny is apparently I think in either pre-release or pre-production or something, he was called Schneider Belmont, and then he was told, like, they were told that, like, Schneider is not a first name or something, or at least not in America, and so they changed it to fucking what his name is now. Let's save, and then we got to do the other side. This part always, this part's always scary because it is like, yep, because of that. It's okay. We can just. What's funny to me is that I think I talked about this before, maybe, possibly. Don't count. Don't quote me on that. This is the door we didn't go through last time, right? It's hard to tell, but I would be able to tell. This is the door that we went in last time. I'm pretty sure. And I know that because I'm an idiot. Because in my practice playthrough, I went up that room like 3 times. And it's like, damn it, I picked the wrong one again. You have to get this key and unlock this door. I don't know, like, I just kept going through happened to have kept going through the wrong fucking door. I also should have saved while I was down there, so I don't have to do this again. But it's fine, because I have access to save states. And that's like, cool, I don't know, that makes up for it. Oh god. Fuck. I should load the save state. I'm not actually going to do that. Wait for it to turn. Be patient. See? My patience got me no damage from that. That didn't, though. And that's what happens when I get impatient. I die to like 7,000 things. Patience is a virtue, kid. That was weird. I don't know if that showed up, but I save stated, and then we just kind of zoomed forward a little bit. I always thought the dragon head cannon things were genuinely really cool. They're just really cool enemy design to me. I don't know. There's nothing here. What time is it? 10:56. I think that's... God damn it. I think there's a reason why as Reinhardt you don't want to use moon cards, right? And it's better to just wait it out. I guess I'm cutting and I'm going to wait it out because I'm scared that it's a bad idea to use a moon card. Fuck. Oh god, that's whatever. Anyways, it's almost 18 o'clock, which means I have been sitting here for a little bit. Now let's go through this fucking door. Alright, let's make our way back, I guess. Gonna save here. And then I think this just takes you to like the same place, right? Like this is the same exact place that we were on the other side or whatever. Like it's not, this doesn't take us to a different location. It does give us a power up though. Did we, when did we, when did we lose our power up? Did we die at some point and I didn't realize? Whatever. Oh, we're ending pretty soon anyway, within the next few minutes, because we're just gonna get back to the start. Because I do not want to deal with what's happening next, or at least for a hot minute. Is there anything in any of these? I probably shouldn't check because it's a waste of time, because we are on a time limit in terms of you know, the ending, like I said. No! Goodbye, Cross. Sad to see you go. Where are they? Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, bitch. You're not gonna catch me this time. I got jump scared by these motherfuckers in my last playthrough. Which, it's fitting for a spooky game, I guess. Is that it? There's a third? Or are we good? Damn it, I'm like, I won't get jump scared this time. And I still did. I'm not going for the knife. God damn it. Annoying as hell. What? There's a... God, they're just spamming these things. They're just spamming these motherfucking dogs. Okay. There's the axe. I like holy water. Can't have too many putrefyings. What? Oh my god, another one. Dude, this is kind of insane, right? That they're making me fight like 4 or 5 of these things. I can get the cross back, but I like the holy water. I don't know. God damn. I don't think there's anything to do out here in this playthrough. There is a way you can get up there. I don't know how, but we'll figure it out. I actually won't figure it out because all that's up there is like one healing item and like a sun and moon card. Next time on Castlevania, Legacy of Darkness Reinhardt Edition playthrough, whatever, we're going to go in there in this house and see what's going up. I'll see you guys next time. That was the worst outro in the history of fucking outros. Holy goddamn shit.